that so that you can plan it as a unit.
Okay.
So that we can just plug it in, and if you wanted to, you could type it up as a unit. We could set it as a Word document, and then we can just upload the unit into Planbook instead of having to do it each day. And we can say refer back to Civil War unit plans, and you can hyperlink it, and we don't have to do every single day. Is I want us to jump into these boxes. There's only 6 books for each standard, but there's different books for each standard too. So there's 6 in a group. So we might have 4 groups, 4 or 5 books on ecosystems, but they're not going to be the same. So we'll have to pick and choose which ones we want to use.
All day long, but what is RL2? What is our standard? Mackenzie?
Determine a page on a story, details, and make it accessible.
Okay, good. What is our learning target for this standard? Let's break it down. What do we really need to know from that standard? Lucas?
Determine the theme of a story using details and details.
All right, good. Who can tell me what they think theme means? Theme. What is a theme? All right, Ella? Character trait. Who wants to add to that? Noah?
It's what makes, it's like if a story has a lesson, that is the theme of it, where you can learn something.
That is fabulous. Can you give me an example of a theme?
Like from the tortoise and the hare, slow and steady wins the race.
Fabulous. Thank you very much. High five. Okay, so now that we have our standard and we've talked about our learning target, what would it look like if you have mastered this standard? Let's say we've been working on this for several days, maybe over a week. What would it look like? What would you need to do to be able to show mastery of this standard? Lennox.
I can determine the theme.
Okay, so we definitely need to determine the theme because that relates right back to your learning target, right? All right, what else could you do to show mastery? How are you going to determine that theme and show me that you know how to do it? Gracie. Okay, multiple details. Does that refer back to our standard? Does it refer back to our learning target?
Yes.
Okay, so that all connects together. Another way, yes, Mariah.
I can explain the details.
Say, could you read that for me one more time?
I can explain the details.
Okay, so not only can we find the details, not only can we determine the theme, but we can explain it. We have to be able to communicate that information to show that we really have it, right? Okay, now, we've got our new standard. We've got our new learning targets. We have an idea of how we can show mastery. How is that going to tie into our PBL? You can remember something about our driving question for our project-based learning right now. Something about our driving question. Mackenzie.
We as fifth graders
Who wants to help her out and add to it? Go ahead, Lucas.
How can we as fourth graders use our standards and learning targets to prove we are worthy of going to fifth grade?
Okay, there we go. So we're trying to get to fifth grade. Who wants to go to fifth grade? You want to go to fifth grade? Yes, absolutely. No, you want to go to fifth grade? Okay, I hope everybody in here wants to go to fifth grade. Love you to pieces. You need to go to fifth grade. Okay? All right, so we are trying really hard to get to fifth grade. And our driving question is, how can we use our standards and learning targets to get there? Are we identifying our standards?
Yes.
Are we identifying our learning targets?
Yes.
Do we need to use those to show mastery to get
Yes.
to fifth grade? Okay, so is this task for our path to mastery going to help us answer our driving question?
Yes.